What seemed to be a very long year is finally coming to an end.
Yeah, 2016, we are definitely not fans. 2015, looking into 2016, we were very highly anticipating the movies that were going to be coming out, and quite a few of them were not up to par. At least critically, they weren't up to par. They made their money.
Looking at you, Independence Day.
Looking at you, Suicide Squad. But either way, there was something much bigger happening in 2016 that tends to be on everybody's mind, especially at the moment.
The deaths.
Deaths.
There's been a lot of celebrity deaths this year. Now, granted, yes, death is a part of life and it happens. But I think for us personally, a lot of the deaths that happened this year have kind of been more on our level, that we know them more because we grew up with a lot of the stuff that they came out with.
And we're getting to a point, too, where a lot of those actors that we did grow up with are getting older in their years. I mean, people like Gene Wilder definitely, had a full life and then pretty much dropped out of popularity, after he was, in his, 60s, maybe. I think he was on, a sitcom, but then after that, he was pretty much gone. And then you had people that were up-and-comers, like Anton Yelchin, who were...
Yeah, unfortunately. Freak accident.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I mean, he just came out of obscurity, had so many awesome movies like Charlie Bartlett, and then I really liked Odd Thomas as well, but then got mainstream when it came down to Star Trek as Chekhov.
Yes.
But then, of course, more recently, there's been the bigger losses.
Like Carrie Fisher. Now, that one was a big one for the end of the year. As soon as I heard about it, I think hers impacted me the most. I know that a lot of times with celebrity deaths, you're sad, but you don't actually cry, or it's just, but this one was very, I did shed a tear, and it was really sad to see her go.
It's because she was our princess, but as I've said in our social networking, our princess may be gone, but the fight rages on. I mean, we still have our Princess Leia, General Leia, leading the charge, and we're going to get one more movie with her as well, being that she filmed the whole thing, and allegedly it's supposed to be an expanded role as well, so we're looking forward to seeing that. But it is harder to see those actors after the fact when they're already gone. For instance, Robin Williams came out with a few movies after that. Night at the Museum 3 as well.
Yes.
But yeah, and then Debbie Reynolds going with her.
Oh, that was such a rare thing. I know that she had a stroke, but I think that stroke came on for the stress and the heartbreak that she had for losing her daughter.
And then, of course, Alan Rickman was another shot to the heart. That
was the very beginning. That's when it basically started. I mean, technically, David Bowie was there too. But he died, and then Alan Rickman.
Bowie and Prince were definitely on their own level. I mean, that was on the music side. You do have this passion for the music you grew up with, and even some of the movies, obviously they're both big parts of our lives growing up. Purple Rain, I grew up on Purple Rain.
Let's Dance, Ziggy Stardust.
I mean, it's definitely emotional attachment as well, but when it came to us, since we are more so on the film side of things, Alan Rickman was one, especially just because of the whole Harry Potter franchise and who Snape ended up becoming. And, the Harry Potter already ended up, we lost a Richard Harris, a couple movies in, and then they switched it out with Michael Gambon. I'm just so happy that we got Alan Rickman for the entire series, because if it had happened a few years later or earlier, it would have been very detrimental to that character, because that character arc made Harry Potter. It is more important than Harry Potter himself.
Alan Rickman too, especially his iconic voice. You hear his voice and you know exactly who it is. And even some of the other roles that he's taken on, especially Hans Gruber in Die Hard. That was a big one.
That was the first one. That was the first one.
That was his kind of
cemented him.
Making him top dog, basically.
Correct. Made him
and one of my all-time favorite movies is Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, and I heard that they were supposed to be making a return to Galaxy Quest as well, before that happened, and then it just pretty much fell to nothing, which I get. I mean, not having him is hurtful to any franchise because he's such a powerful actor and brings such a strong presence, like many of the other actors that went this year. But yeah, and there were so many, far more than we need to name. I mean, but they all deserve...
Yeah, all of them that died this year deserves...
some sort of remembrance, but you'll get that hopefully at the Oscars, you know, and you...
Yeah, we always get it every year.
My emotions! My emotions!
So we love them, we are gonna miss them, but we always have them that we can go back to and enjoy, like many more actors that will fall. And when 2017 hits and another one hits and another one falls, I mean, it's gonna be pretty much the same story.
Yeah.
It's not forever, and we understand that. But one thing that is forever,
Leo getting his Oscar this year, yay!
There were some high points as well in entertainment, and really one of the ones that stood out to us was Leo and his Oscar.
Oh yeah, it was so big.
Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the first Oscar and 6th nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio.
You guys all know the memes and stuff, and then when he got his Oscar, I wish I recorded myself because I was literally screaming at the top of my lungs. Like, I was like, yes, he finally got one. Oh, so good.
We wish we would have done a reaction to it, but unfortunately we were in separate places when that whole thing happened. But that was a big point for us because we wanted Leo to win that Oscar for quite some time.
He deserves it.
He deserved it. He deserved it for better work as well, I think.
Yeah,
but
true.
All in all, Leo winning the Oscar was definitely a high point. Television was definitely a high point this year.
Yeah, I thought television did a very strong point this year with Stranger Things, with Netflix. Netflix is killing it this year. Westworld coming out. That was a great one as well. Yeah. Westworld was a huge one for us.
Yeah, definitely one that both shows made a huge impact to the point where we even sought out to go meet Eleven and Chief Hopper this year at Phoenix Fan Fest.
And I watched this season like 3 times. Like, I love binging.
So good. How is it so good?
What time is it?
It's like daylight already.
Yeah, I mean, another one that I forgot to mention is Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage, but Marvel and Netflix are doing a real good job as well. But movies as well. For me, I mean, one of the biggest things this year to kind of stand out was Swiss Army Man. Yeah.
That was a good one. I mean, it was an indie movie, but, and it's very obscure. I don't think that a lot of people would probably enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. I thought, and it starred Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe, and both of them together, they were awesome.
Yeah, and we did like a full review on Swiss Army Man, and we gave it the highest score we could give it, 5 out of 5. But that was also in partnership with our favorite score of the year as well.
Yeah, there has been a lot of missed opportunities, I guess I would say, with scores this year, and I was very disappointed. I love scores of movies, and I love hearing the cinematic, like, flowing of instruments that flow with the movie itself, and a lot of them have kind of fell short, but I thought that they were very inventive, I guess, with...
It was fresh, it was new, and
Swiss Army Man?
Manchester Orchestra on the Swiss Army Man score. Just those two together. Favorite score of the year, Swiss Army Man. Favorite movie of the year, Swiss Army Man. Put them together, I mean, that gave us our favorite
Another
movie of the
good
year.
One, basing off of the score too, was the Stranger Things score as well.
Yeah, for television, I would say Stranger Things, favorite television show, favorite score for TV. Stranger Things as well. The Duffer Brothers and Survive coming together and making that partnership, like the Daniels and Manchester Orchestra. I mean, going out and bringing these combinations of creators together just hit it big with us, at least when it came to TV and film. Stinkers, though, there were quite a few of them this year.
Yeah, but the one most notable one that we I don't know what to say. It was just so horrible.
You do know what to say. We did a whole review on what we felt about Independence Day Resurgence, and it was just awful. And this is our opinion. Other people could have liked it, but
which is fine.
Biggest letdown, biggest just drop in terms of excitement to just destroying. It almost hurt the original franchise because they try and continue the story on, and it was just a huge misstep. I feel like they were
trying to do too much in the movie when they could have done like very like smaller, and that was kind of one of the big things about this year's in movies is I felt that they were trying to one up each other from other movies, that they were trying to go too big and too vast, and it's like, no, start small and then just let it progressively grow big.
Yeah, and they just kind of did not look at the actors that they put in there. They were just kind of cookie cutter. Well, let's get a Hemsworth in there. Let's get some guy that could possibly be Will Smith's kid. I mean, the talent did not give their all. They phoned it in. Bill Pullman and Jeff Goldblum. But all in all, Independence Day resurgence, bad. Animation, big year for animation as well. I was not a huge fan of a lot of the movies that came out for animation, but for me, my number one was Zootopia.
Mine would have to be the most recent one that came out, Moana.
So Disney again, I mean, they just are consistently killing it. I mean, the Illumination and Fox and what they're doing over on their end, DreamWorks. I'm not a huge fan of what they have coming out, Secret Life of Pets. I did not like Sing at all. I thought Sing was a complete just waste of time.
Another one that was probably a miss that a lot of people didn't see was Storks. I know that came and gone.
I didn't see Storks, but I did enjoy Trolls. Trolls definitely was up there, but definitely nowhere on the level of Zootopia. So when it comes down to it, I mean, we've had a lot of hits, but far more misses in 2016, and we're going to be missing a lot more going into 2017, obviously.
Yes.
But for anticipated, again, looking forward to 2017.
Yes, we are super excited. There is a lot of movies that we are anticipated for. One, with sticking with Disney, is Beauty and the Beast live action. Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite Disney movie, like, ever. So them making a live action version of the movie, I am super like stoked about it, and like my expectations are very high.
And of course we're excited for all the superhero movies that are coming out next year, but there is one specific superhero movie that we are really interested in looking forward to, Wonder Woman. And the reason why we're looking more forward to Wonder Woman is that the track record of DC movies, even though I enjoyed Batman vs. Superman for what it was, the track record is not too good for critically acclaimed Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. So I'm really kind of hedging my bets on what Wonder Woman turns out to be.
See which way they are gonna go with it, and I'm really rooting for it. Just like the way I rooted for Batman v Superman and I rooted for Suicide Squad, I'm rooting for Wonder Woman to just hit it out of the park and be amazing.
It kind of needs to if they're gonna keep going on with this. Granted, you know it's gonna make the money, but man, they really got to get on more consistent when it comes to the level of quality.
And I'm excited to see what kind of music they're gonna do. Again, like I kind of base my like love for a movie as well based off of the music too, because the music is a huge essential part of the movie, and I can't wait to see what kind of stuff they get on there. On the level of Wonder Woman. I mean, her theme that they introduced in Batman v Superman was awesome. So.
From Junkie XL. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's definitely one of our anticipated. A couple other ones are going to end up being Free Fire.
Oh, so good.
If you haven't seen the trailer for Free Fire, we also did a reaction to that Red Band trailer a while back, but Free Fire is definitely top of my list. It's a bottle episode. Charlton Copley, Cillian Murphy,
you got Brie Larson in there, so you got like a big studded cast. I know
Armie Hammer.
You said Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy is in there, yeah. So I'm excited for that one.
A24, and that's because A24 also did Swiss Army Man. They've done Room. I mean, they've been doing a pretty damn good job so far. So I'm looking forward to anything from A24.
Yes, and of course the big one that we are most anticipated. If you've watched this channel before, you know that we are huge Star Wars fans, so we cannot wait until Star Wars Episode 8.
Yep, and not only just to see where Carrie Fisher really kind of shines in her, final look at Princess Leia. But where are we going? What's going on? Star Wars ended it on a cliffhanger, and I'm so excited to return.
Yes, I'm excited to see like what we're gonna get with Luke and Rey together, because that's where we left off, and
I just want to see Luke and Rey go up against the Knights of Ren. Like, that's going to be the scene that I just cannot wait for. So I'm really hoping, and Rain Johnson, just to see what Ryan Johnson, I always wanted to say Rainn Wilson when it comes to Ryan Johnson. Rain and Ryan.
Idiot.
Ryan Johnson, and I can't wait to see what he brings to it now that we've gotten away from JJ's, safe bets. Let's go a little bit more edgy into that Empire Strikes Back level.
I guess, bets like you said.
Yeah.
And I mean, if there's any bets too, they did a huge one with Rogue One, and Rogue One was great. So I can't wait to see what they do for episode 8, and stick around because we'll probably speculate a whole bunch coming into 2017.
And thank you guys again so much for joining us. I know there was no reaction in here, but hopefully you guys kind of feel the same way we do. If you don't, let us know. We understand. Granted, I know you're going to let us know that Logan is also another one that people are... We know, Logan.
Yes.
We know. The superhero movies. We know. They're all
Superheroes, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, all of
Thor
them.
Ragnarok.
Yes, all of them.
Take forever. So we know there's some we miss, and we get it. We're anticipating all of them, but when it comes to Marvel...
It was just the certain ones that we are top
tier, yeah. That there's certain reasons why we're looking forward to those. And by the time you guys see this, I mean, within a couple days of this, we should be at 2 million views as well, which never thought we would have hit 2 million views.
So thank you guys for enjoying our videos and sticking with us and being awesome.
Yeah, we hope to bring you more. I mean, it's definitely hard with the schedules, but now that Christmas and fall and all that's over, we can get back to some more reviews, some more reactions.
Some other things too we're thinking about, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I think we're actually going up to Phoenix for New Year's Eve to see Doug Benson and Doug Loves Movies, so maybe we'll bring the camera there, see what we can get, and have something for you guys. But either way, you can like, subscribe.
Do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram.
And as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.